I'm just kind of bouncing around here. Remember, my plan is to go every day live at 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. with a highly detailed workout. Next week, starting next Friday, I think we'll do a Friday morning workout, and we'll dispense with the Friday night workout, and we'll go to a Saturday morning workout, which I'll probably extend a little bit more than the half hour. All right, well, hopefully see some more people popping on here pretty soon. Gonna get going with our lesson. So just gonna do our stretching out. So we're gonna be doing some striking with the hand and some kicking with the strong side tonight, because we're gonna be working on choke front one and two-handed pluck. So just as a easy warm up, let's just rotate our hips and just start to turn. Again, I actually started this business in my basement a long time ago when I lived in Yarmouth. And it's the first time I've given a lesson from my house in quite some time. So we're going to get through this, and we're going to learn and kind of stay healthy together, hopefully. All right, now let's bring our hands up to our shoulder level. Let's just keep turning here. Just get loose. I'm hoping as people get healthier, maybe I'll be able to get an assistant with me so I can show the moves actually with somebody else. I'm gonna go to squats now. And like I always say, I like to have my barbell, and it's a stretch. Sink down into your heels, drive up onto the balls of your feet. These aren't going to be super hard workouts for the most part. Just kind of keeping us in tune with what we need to work on. I was planning on doing sprawls tonight, but I have a big upstairs apartment. I don't think my neighbors downstairs would probably take too kindly to 200 pounds slamming onto the floor, but hey, as this goes on, who knows? Okay, let's come back up. Just rotating those hips. You see, just trying to loosen my arms and my hips to get ready for what we're gonna do. Okay, let's do one more set of squats, about 30 seconds. You guys are on, just kind of shoot me a comment so I know who's here. You see Tammy popped up. Thanks for jumping in. Okay, time. So let's kind of warm up with the strikes that we're going to be using with the front 1 and 2 pluck. So remember, when I'm striking, a fist is great, right? When I throw that punch, that's great. But remember, we can also palm heel, which is going to be part of our one-handed pluck technique tonight. What's the advantage of a palm heel over a punch? We use the inside of our hands every single day, so it's really strong. And the heel of your palm is very, very strong. Less likely to break a bone, get caught, maybe swap fluid. Listen, if your instinct is to punch, we do it. We do it. So from here, first thing we're going to do is get into our fighting stance. So from a passive, I'll take one natural step forward. With my left foot as a righty, my right foot as a lefty. My hands come up to my face. I want you to raise your right hand. And from here, let's just throw strong side palm heels. Either if you're in the mirror to your own face, of course I have the mirror, the phone, or to the shadow in front of you, the one that you imagine. So again, rotating and just throwing that strong side palm heel. That's going to be our first combative that we're going to use with the one-handed pluck. How you doing, Rachel? Good to see you. Be great. great to see you back at the school. Remember, when I throw this, I want to keep my fingers loose. At least I like to do that. I don't want to jam them or bend them back, and I want to hit with the heel of my palm. So I can rotate just a little at a 45 at the end. All right, so tonight we're going to focus on when we have the choke from the front, either groin access, which I'll deliver a kick, or where I don't have groin access, we're going to deliver that palm heel to the face to try to loosen up that choke. And we're going to go over this in a very detailed fashion. So now let's warm up our legs. So first, let's warm up our by throwing some knees, so half kicks, right? Because really any kick is just an extension of a knee. So let's take our strong side and just kind of punch the hip and the glute and the kneecap up towards my belly or my groin. We'll do this for about 30 seconds. Remember, this is basic level 1 stuff, but as I always say, we always want to go back and practice our basics. Quite frankly, I've been doing this almost daily for quite some time to try to just get that foundation that transfers into everything we do. Okay, quick sip of water for me, of course, we all know. Coffee. Keep me going. All right, so now let's turn those knees into a front kick. So make sure the furniture's out of the way. You have plenty of room. Move the dog. Move the kids. We don't want to get them. So from my fighting stance, we'll do these from a fighting stance for now. Just knees straighten the leg, right? Remember, when I deliver that groin kick, it's with the top of my shoelace area of the foot, top of the foot, or my shin. Knee, boom, straighten. And I want to come right back. Knee, boom, straighten. Let's go 30 seconds here. Knee, boom, straighten. Knee, boom, straighten. About 15 seconds, kind of shake it out a little bit. No heavy work here, just learning. Knee, boom, straighten. You guys are probably saying, wow, he's so much more friendlier at home than he is in the class. Boom. There's advantage to everything, right? Boom. All right, great. So now we have the 2 simple combatives that we're going to use tonight. So I'm going to shadow box, choke from the front. We're going to start with a one-handed pluck, where somebody puts their hands around my throat, and I don't have access to the groin. So if somebody would do this, I took it a little bit further than I want you to, just to see how it's going, right? So, I'm choked, I tuck my chin, I pluck, and I strike. Then I can follow with another combative, maybe an elbow. For tonight, we're just going to basically start, and we're going to focus on the pluck and the palm heel to the chin. So first thing, when somebody strangles me, as we know, I have to tuck my chin. So let's do that together for 30 seconds. Again, this is all basic, right? But when I look around the room in class, and sometimes I catch myself, man, why aren't I tucking my chin, right? So this is great reminders and something that we can work on and build together. So from a passive stance, pretend I have 2 hands around my throat, shoulders come up, my chin tucks. Start to peel the fingers off. Again. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I want you to think about the next step here. To pluck that hand off. So I have to pluck one of the hands off here. I want to go for the thumb and the wrist area. And I want to dive in deep. I don't want to go right to the wrist. So what I mean is I tuck my chin. I bring my hand in deep. So here, let's practice it right on our center line. So if I draw a line, 1, 2. Fingers are in. And my hand is a little bit hooked, so I can pluck. Okay, 5 times. 1, 2. So I suggest if you're right-handed, you're going to want to pluck with your left hand and strike with your right hand, strong side, whenever possible. Just kind of like we warmed up with our strong side, palm heel. So again, 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So remember now, if I had those hands on my throat, my hands are coming in between the choke. All right, so now kind of let's add that strike. Now, one of the big things is when I pluck and I strike, I don't want to step forward. Why? Because now I'm walking into the choke. So remember how we warmed up everything. Just like this, I'm passive. All I'm going to do is turn my hips and throw that strike. So let's do it together now. 1, tuck the chin. 2, hand up. From here, I'm going to pluck out a little bit up and down and trap that hand while I simultaneously strike. 1, 2, 3. Good. 1, 2, hand up, pluck and strike. 1, 2, pluck and strike. Boom, thumb and wrist. I keep this hand. Choke, tuck. Boom. I keep the hand. 1, 2, boom. 3. All right. So let's do this. We're going to do a little shadow boxing this technique. We're all going to work on at our own pace. So just at your own right now. 1, 2, 3. I'm out. Simple, level 1 stuff. We all need to practice. So let's go for a minute on your own. Pluck and strike. Pluck and strike. That's it. Palm heel. 30 seconds. Breathing. And time. Okay, so get your sip of water now. 30 seconds. We're going to come back and we'll talk about two-handed pluck. We're going to do that. Then we're going to incorporate it into a drill at the end. So 1 minute. I'm going to go throw my coffee in the microwave for 10 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, so while we're kind of chilling out here, let's talk a little bit. I hope everybody is, taking their extra steps to stay healthy. There's still some students that are comfortable coming into the school. We're practicing distance learning. So I have set lessons that I've been doing with everybody. So we're not coughing on each other. There's no sweat being exchanged. Nothing to that effect. So I feel at this time it's pretty safe. Listen, we can never say completely safe, right? Because we've all heard about asymptomatic with this and stuff popping up at another time. But hand washing, everything's been good, and I'll continue to do it as long as I think it's safe. As soon as I don't, we'll cut it off. So let's get back to our training, and then at the end I'll talk to you about some other things that going to try to incorporate the next week. So I'll go full speed with the two-handed pluck. I might add a little bit more that I'm going to ask out of you today. But listen, now somebody has their groin open, and we all know how uncomfortable it can be if something hits you in the groin. Okay, so from there, I did a two-handed pluck, trap the hands with a simultaneous groin kick. I didn't step back, I went right from passive, then forward into a fighting stance. Then I added a one elbow and a knee. Today, that was for effect, right? Because we always want to come forward. Today, let's just practice a good chin tuck, pluck, hands to our chest, trapping the hands, followed by the groin kick. So let's do it down, break it down like we have been. 1, tuck your chin. 2, hands up. Now when you pluck here, pluck out, down and around, and push your chest out a little bit. Chin stays tucked. I don't want to catch a headbutt. So let's just do that without the kick for right now. 1, tuck the chin. 2, hands up, diving in at the thumbs and the wrist, and I pluck out, up, and down. It's like the shape of a heart, right? 1, 2, 3. And I have those hands. 1, airway. 2, address the threat or come to the threat. 3, address it. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 4 is going to be the kick to the groin. So now we have to make 3 and 4 simultaneous. So we'll go slow at first. 1, airway. 2, threat comes up. Now I'm going to pluck, boom, and groin kick at the same time. Now I come into a fighting stance. And I look for more threats if this one's eliminated. I never want to turn my back on an active threat. I want to finish it, finish it. Let's do it again. 1, chin tucked. 2, hands to the threat. 3, pluck, groin kick, hands up. Checking my 360. Where's his buddy? Where's the other guy that's around the corner that's going to come out and help if the attack wasn't successful? Where's the other person that was going to drag me behind the wall and do whatever they were going to do to me? We have to identify and be ready to take on more than one target. From another angle. Passive. 1, 2, boom, 3. You want more? Boom, boom. Couple of punches. Okay, so let's shadow box this for a minute. If you guys want, add some more, add some knees, whatever you want, but let's get the basics down. Nice and slow, and then at the end we'll do a nice drill. So kind of like this. Reset, and maybe another direction. Tuck, pluck, kick, boom, knee. Looking around. So let's go on your own for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to rock a final drill. Add your head chancery in there if you're a higher level student, or if you just want to practice it, right? Picture the underhook, taking the person to the ground. However you want to train, this is our time, but it's more importantly your time. Something healthy during this crisis. Okay, great. Take a one more 30-second break. And then we're going to finish up. We're going to do a final drill. So take your 30 seconds. All right, awesome, guys and ladies. Let's finish this up now. So let's go, first thing, we'll go full speed, one-handed pluck. So whatever finish that you want on your own. Then we'll do full speed, two-handed pluck to whatever you want to finish with on your own. And then at the end, we'll just kind of combine them. So you do two-handed or one-handed on your own, whatever you decide. So right here, I'm just kind of standing around, hands on my throat, one-handed pluck, finish. Okay, go ahead on your own. I'm going to train here in the background. If you want to take a peek, if there's something that you might want to look at, that's fine. But now I want you guys to explode, right? Let it go. There's nobody watching you, okay? Now's your time to just train. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. And I'm looking around. And I'm looking around. Where's the next person? Where's the person popping off from behind the wall? Where's the person with the gun, the knife? Where are my exits? Always have to think about that. Get away, get back, get back. Get away from me. All right. Now let's transition full speed to the two-handed pluck. Pluck, kick, finish. I'm walking around. What the hell? Hey, what the? Whoa! All right, I'll say good job, because I know you're busting your butt on the other side. So our last drill for tonight, going to take about 20 seconds. You on your own, one or two-handed pluck. Grab one pluck, I finish. I'm hanging out. I'm in a subway. Nobody's around. Like now, I'm the only one there. Whoa! Okay, give me one more minute. Let's finish strong, and we'll talk a little bit about what's in store for next week. So on your own. Whoa, way! What the hell? Hey, what? Hey, you're a little bit closer to me. Whoa! I don't know what time it is. You're getting a little bit. Whoa! Stay down. Stay down. All right. Probably should have turned the heat down in my apartment a little bit. So I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. We're going to continue with this. So let's look out to next week. We're going to go start Monday at 11 and 6, all the way up to Friday at 11. So next week, no Friday night class at 6, but I'm going to push that over to Saturday at 11. I think there'll be a better audience then. Although it's pretty good tonight, I'm seeing the live feed. So let's go. Next time we'll meet Monday at 11 a.m. And I'll send an email to let you know what we're going to work on. Also, I'll be sending out an email. We can do, I have a Samsung, so I can only do Google Duo. It's what I use for my FaceTime with my kids. So we can have dial-in private one-on-one lessons if you don't want to come to the school. If you feel comfortable doing a one-on-one, it will be at a distance at the school. I sanitize everything as students change. We stay 6 feet away from each other. I just kind of direct your workout. And we're going to work through this. I want to thank everybody for your support. It's a difficult time, not just for me, but for everybody. The school is doing its all-time best. It's at an all-time high. The classes are great. The students are great. The outside support from other organizations requesting was great. So when we come back, it's going to be better than ever. So everybody stay happy, stay healthy. I'm going to sign off. Questions, comments, hit me up on email, or you guys all should have my phone number. If not, it's on the website. So much love and health to everybody, all my students and their families, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you.